Remind me when we're done here. I have a story to tell you about The Office, and something that happened yesterday that you could technically
Oh,
Google.
after? Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
you could technically Google and find out if you want, but I don't think it's one of those things. I think it's best for me not to talk about on live stream, even though I could.
Mhm.
Just probably smarter not to. We are live, by the way, just so you know, so people can hear us, even though it does say starting soon.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, and I can tell as well, we're in the starting soon screen. I had somebody reach out to me via email, or like at the beginning of this month, and I didn't respond until now because I just didn't check my email. Uh, or I let some stuff backpile, like not necessarily not important stuff, but stuff that I could get back to at a later period of time. And guy was asking if he's doing a journalism paper, and was asking me if I wanted to like give a sound bite or thing for his paper. But the paper was on inequality, or the lack of diversity in the esports space, and the inequality that women face. I was like, I don't know if I'm the right person to be opining on either of these as a
Yeah.
straight white male from the rural parts of Pennsylvania. Like, surely I'm not the guy for this.
Yeah.
There are many things I might be the guy for. This probably ain't the one. But I passed them the information of some people in the space that should be able to help him out. I wanted to make sure I was, useful in some way, shape, or form.
All right. That's good.
But how you been?
Yeah, that's an interesting one. But I'm chilling. Uh, I had my first enlistee today, so that was
Ooh,
nice.
there you go.
Oh,
How many more to go?
that was good. 7 on the year.
Okay.
So that won't be too bad.
And a reminder for
But
folks in chat that is not 7 on the calendar year. That is 7 on
oh
the
yeah,
the
fiscals.
fiscal year.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a lot of people get confused when I say that, I guess. Other stuff they'll be like, "How many people do you need?" And I'm like, "I need 8 for the year." And they're like, "You're not gonna finish that in time. Is that how good recruiting is right now?" And I'm like, "No." And then I'm like, "I have till October." And they're like, "Oh." Yeah. It's like that's I guess just it does make sense. Not everybody knows how the government operates unless you have a reason to.
Yeah. Tonight we got Michigan / college football talk. KeSPA
Yeah.
Cup Extravaganza. I don't know. Anything else, NA, that chat can think of? There we go. Let's do this with a GIF. There we go. All right, everything is officially tweeted out, and I will copy the YouTube link and the Twitch link, and then we're good to go. All right, everything's officially tweeted out. So we are good to go. Welcome, everybody, to episode 200 of the Crossover Podcast. Somehow we're still here. All right, we haven't gone anywhere. We're still kicking.
Uh,
The hairline's receding more and more by the day. You know,
what is it we are? We're the longest running well, not LCS specific non-league ran podcast. Is that what we are?
I think so. I think that's the title that we've corroborated. This is
Yeah.
this is Poacher Paul. I'm Dizzy Dave. Uh,
Gosh. That's just my nickname now because I just wanted a good mid laner.
yep. And you got him. I mean, dude, this shit's actually receding. It's kind of sad.
All I wanted was my team to win games. Is that really too much to ask?
I mean, if you're a Michigan fan, yes.
Fair.
That's how I'm gonna transition that. Uh,
Fair.
for those of you that don't know, I should probably update the ticker on this. Paul, do you want to give the rundown while I update the ticker? Uh, of what has happened in the Michigan situation for those that are unfamiliar with college football? Because this is like the trending topic right now.
So far, Michigan has like blown. So their coach is doing some like cheated on his wife essentially with university employees or something, and he's probably going to jail for some other wild stuff he did after that. And now they're looking at picking up Alabama's head coach, allegedly, but I'm not sure, which would be insane. I mean, it would be. It's weird because them taking Alabama's head coach, SEC people are going to be sad, but Michigan people should be happy. It's one of those situations, if we're being honest. Like, I'm going to be sad that he's leaving Bama because now Bama has a chance to get somebody better. Hopefully, they get somebody worse.
I mean,
But
there is an
ultimately, the
important
guy has a problem with like polishing teams off, which is nice.
there is a another part of this. So the girl apparently is an NFL scout's daughter,
Oh,
widely known within like the recruiting spaces apparently.
oh,
And I'm just flabbergasted that this is how it goes. Because like when I saw that he was fired, I was like, okay, something happened. I don't know what happened, but something happened. And to
yeah.
find out that he held a blade to his own neck and was threatening to off himself and her.
Oh
And
dear.
the rumor that I saw from Twitter is that apparently this was discovered because a DoorDash driver reported it to somebody after delivering Plan B to his house. And when people in the Twitter replies are like, why is he getting Plan B delivered to his house instead of hers? And everybody on Twitter is like to make sure that she takes it. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna get ugly. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
that's
this is gonna get
whack.
so ugly. Oh my god. Has it been confirmed by police yet? No, this is all reports coming out from like NCAA insiders. Which so far have been pretty spot on. But this is all allegedly through those things.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's a wild story. It's insane what is going on. I mean, for the fact that like this is happening during the playoff too is insane because like college football should be focusing on that, but now it's going to be focusing on this, which is kind of an awful thing. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know why he would do any of this. This is crazy, bro. You'd think he'd be spending all his time actually trying to win, but
The world may never know. This is like one of those wild ones that just you don't. I'm curious to see how deep this ran because like the bigger part for me, and this is how I'll tie it back into esports in some way, shape, or form, is that you know that people knew. Like people have
mhm.
known for a bit now. Because the one tweet, I don't know if you saw, I put it in sports. Dude tweeted about it on December 1st. It's December 10th and he just got fired. And he probably got fired for the actions that he took in terms of like going to her house. But the affair itself wouldn't have been the thing that got him fired.
Yeah.
That's wild that so many people around the Michigan area knew that clearly this was something that they were semi covering up for an extended period of time. That's nuts.
And I mean, for people who are like, why'd Michigan wait so long to fire him? Michigan's not really known as an ethics school. More known as a like, we try to win at all costs, and somehow our rival gets punished when we cheat. Never forget that Michigan actually cheated, and then Michigan State had 8 wins vacated. Because that's how it works. And the
Michigan
NCAA
football, man.
wrote in the official thing, the NCAA wrote, uh, we just felt like it wouldn't be fair to punish the kids. Even though they've regularly vacated wins for other teams and, punished the kids. But depends
Oh
who
man,
you are, I guess.
you
I mean,
just.
they're a big brand, so they'll recover from it quick because everyone will just quit talking about it.
I mean, they probably and the alumni network is so deep that they'll hire the new coach, and then the conversation will immediately shift into what does Michigan football look like under this
And
new person and possibly new
to be
AD.
honest, their biggest voice is such a bad human being in Dave Portnoy that like he'll just make fun of this and move on. Like
No,
it
he
wasn't
no, he
embarrassing.
put out his
Like
tweet like 20 minutes
yeah, he's
ago.
already put a joke up.
Oh no, he put out a serious tweet earlier, about 20 minutes
Oh, he
ago.
did too.
Yeah, the tweet that he put out was on a serious note. I'm really proud of Michigan for being so decisive and swift on this. The
Mm,
second things came out, they took action when we know a lot of other people would not. And I'm like, did they?
yeah, I don't.
Did they? Is that what we're saying here? Really? I get his point to a certain extent, but like we now have record of people knowing about this shit for weeks.
Yeah, yeah, I highly doubt this was a quiet thing.
No. And Ann Arbor, look, for those that have never been to Ann Arbor, Michigan, it's a college town. There's obviously big cities within driving distance, but like for the most part, you can kind of contain stories to that area if you want to, assuming it doesn't go out to the boosters. Once the story hits the boosters and the wider network, then you're screwed. Then it's hit the mainstream audience, it's hit mass appeal, and then you got problems. But like for the most part, these college towns are very self-sustaining. You have affairs, you have things on the inside. You can semi keep things hush hush if they truly want to. If they have the willpower to as well.
Yeah,
But
I mean, yeah,
wild.
yeah. It's just you can't. Yeah. I mean, this culture is what Michigan is. So this is the least surprising thing ever. Juwan Howard was a known like womanizer. Now he is. Sherman Moore is like. This is just what Michigan is. Dave Portnoy, womanizer. Like this is just what they do. It shouldn't surprise people when they just keep doing it. All their bigwigs do this.
I was about to make
Like
an
at this
ill.
point, Harbaugh is probably the most ethical Michigan coach in the past 10 years.
And that's a wild statement to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God. Speaking of ethics, to bring this back into League of Legends, did you see who got engaged yesterday? Or at least publicly
No.
posted that they got engaged? Reggie.
Oh. Oh, wow.
How the fuck do I know that? His girlfriend posted about it on TikTok and it popped up on my For You page. And at the entire comment section, literally, it was hundreds of comments deep of, I pray for your soul. People referencing the TSM like shit there. And then just immediate questions of, man, this guy, you married a mid laner? Oh, God. Like, it just nothing but TSM memes the entire way through. It was hilarious. But also,
That's
congratulations to her, to be fair. She did mention League of Legends, like, in the post. So, like, it obviously invited a
That's
bit
funny.
onto it, but, like,
Yeah.
I was chuckling. I was just reading through the comments, and it was hilarious. It's everything that you expect social media to be if Andy Dim was to get engaged.
Yeah. I mean, that's interesting. I'm very sad that he can't push that into like revitalizing the team, but it is what it is.
I mean, you should see the house that he got engaged at. It was unbelievable. I don't know if that's his house or somebody else's house, but it was like
I'm sure he has a nice house.
unbelievably wealthy. Like it was just
Yeah.
like one of the stupidest rich houses. Like you know how houses get so rich to the point where they turn like squares in a way, but like they're like chunks of
Mhm.
different squares, but they're symmetrical, and then the hedges are all squares as well. Like there's that look of like upper class rich. That's what this house
Yeah.
looked like. Pure white. It looked like a Demacian house, like if it was nothing but square, is what I would say.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely still has money. Just because he
Oh,
got out doesn't mean he ain't rich. I
no,
mean,
and knowing him, he's probably got decent investors. Probably is making a good bit of residual income every year off of that money. Like good.
yeah, I think people forget a lot of the time too that like they're like, "Oh, the FTX deal was so bad for them." I'm like, "Bro, they still got their money that they got from it.
Yeah.
They just didn't get the rest of the money. Like they probably got a good 10 or 15 mil from that. Like
Yep. They
cuz
didn't
they
get the
still got their
120, but
business.
like
Yeah.
if somebody's like, "Oh, you didn't get the 120 mil for an organization," yeah, that sucks. Agreed. Like obviously tragic for the
Yeah.
course of the business. For an individual, somebody tells me, "Hey, you're promised 100 million, but if things fell through, you're only getting 15." I'm gonna be like,
Cool.
"Yeah, I'm chill. I'm fine
Yeah.
with that." He was already out on the TSM thing anyway, so he didn't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck it, why not?
And also he was like known to be heavy in crypto. If he got out or like he didn't have his crypto in FTX or whatever, or he like, was, I mean, let's be real, he's rich, so probably insider told to get out of FTX and put it somewhere different. Like crypto didn't just perma go down. Like he probably made a good amount because Bitcoin's way higher than it used to be.
Oh yeah, he
Like,
he is like for all the problems that people have with Andy, he's not a dumb guy. Might be
yeah.
stupid at points, but he's not dumb.
He even like he's always been good on the business side. Like even he admitted that he was given bad advice on selling the LoL team and then buying in somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because he talked about the fact he didn't know that one, he thought he would be able to buy into another league easier. It wouldn't be as hard. But two, he didn't realize that Riot was trying to cut him off so hard.
Mm,
And that he would just like get perma essentially denied by Riot as
yeah.
well. So
He was not aware of the enemies that you make from within
yeah.
can be your ultimate downfall.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's the truth.
anything you
And I
want?
mean at this point, if you still own your slot, probably worse business than not owning the slot. As crazy as that is to say.
It's true.
Like you can get your slots for free now. Like
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Some Chef Momo asked if I'm streaming the KeSPA Cup tonight. Nope. Nope. We're just talking about it. If you think that I'm risking anything being one of those fucking idiots that decided to stream the KeSPA Cup on YouTube or Twitch, oh man, no. No, I ain't that dumb.
Mm-hmm.
My ass would be
Yeah, no.
fired so quick. Oh my god. I wouldn't even be allowed in the office tomorrow. It'd be so fast.
Yeah. You'd be cooked. I mean also they're like I don't know. The games they're fun, but it is KeSPA Cup, like just because we don't get to watch it, it is what it is. And it just reminds me like how do we have nothing here somehow still? Other than what's coming, I guess, the players thing, like the joint players duo queue. But
Assuming that materializes, because as of right now, it's still sitting in C9's hands.
yeah, other than that, we pretty much got like somehow we have nothing. You would think we would have had something. Or I know this is like crazy to say, but you think the teams would have known that the streaming rights were this way
Well, to be fair, I don't blame them.
and somehow
I
figured that out.
I don't blame C9 for that one, because C9's like taking a step back and looking at this from the angle of how they negotiated it. Obviously, C9 reaches out to connections that they have out in Korea, saying, "Hey, is there any chance that you'd be down to have us in the KeSPA Cup, or like invite more teams or something like this?" and they probably had one of the teams or maybe KeSPA or somebody be like, yeah, you know what? Fine, go ahead. And they probably heard that there was an English broadcast. And you could tell from the wording of C9's original tweet, they thought whenever Disney said that it was available internationally, that meant everywhere. But the
Yeah.
interpretation of international, at least internally, is not that. Like, that just means it
Yep.
goes across different nations. That does not mean it comes to the US. Plus, if anything,
Yeah.
I would argue C9 making out like a bandit on this one with how they're doing their content.
True.
Those highlights are popping off for them in the off season. There's no chance they would be able to get a video with 50,000 views in the off season.
I mean, that's the truth. Yeah. That is good viewership for right now. Like, that is really good for off-season stuff.
Yeah. Team Liquid over here looking like, what can we do? I don't know. What can we do?
Yeah. They did do just pretty much nothing.
We played T1. We were the first North American. We were the first Western team to play T1 with Pays in a serious match. We can't make any content out of that. Not yet.
Nothing. It'd be a little too much.
Oh man,
It'd be a little too much.
it would be.
I mean, I don't really know what we do next year, because if they're gonna go to KeSPA Cup again, even assuming, I know they're probably gonna want to do it again or whatever. Like, they probably had good relationships. Who knows? I still don't think it's like doing much for NA fans.
No.
In the sense of it's not anywhere near our time zone. Like, so let's say they figure out the broadcast rights and actually make it work. I still don't think, like, I think Disney just wasn't tripping to make it happen, because if we're being honest, like, the viewership numbers weren't going to be that crazy for that time frame for Americans.
Yeah. You 100. The Disney, like,
Yeah.
if there's two ways to look at it. There's English viewership, and then there's by country viewership. English viewership, I think, would actually do decently well, because I think a good bit of Europe actually would watch this, because they got nothing else going on right now. Like, there's no, like, Los Fratones are on a break. Everybody's on a break. Like, there's nothing happening. So I think Europe would tune in pretty well. But I do think America would still, like, obviously not. It's happening at 4 a.m. our time. Like, I ain't doing it. Now, would I catch the VOD the next day? Probably. I say that, but like,
Yeah.
as long as there's flushed out highlights, I'd probably still just watch the highlights.
Yeah, I guess you could just play the VOD like while you're working. I don't know.
Yeah, you could, but like, I'm not. For my sake, I'm gonna watch the highlight in the morning, and then that's not. Once I do that, I'm not watching the VOD later. But no, I mean, for those, because I saw one person in chat confused. The deal's locked behind APAC, but no, like, C9 definitely didn't know. And to your point, I don't think it did much of anything really to develop North American fandom. I think it was great for C9. It's good off-season practice. Probably better than anything they would get in North America. Actually, guaranteed to be better than anything they would get in North America. Hell, Shopify's over there right now scrimming them as well. So, like, we have there's a hub of North American teams over there that are scrimming each other and playing each other.
Yeah.
And once again, I'm sat here wondering, what the fuck are we doing with content?
We do this every year, and I'm going to bring it up again because we always talk about this. But it is crazy that our teams go over there in the off season all the time. When, like, boot camping now, I still will feel this way forever probably. Boot camping in winter instead of like content or doing something like around that in Korea to get ready for the season will not carry over by the
No,
end of the year.
not at all. They're
It
not even
never
playing the
will.
same game right now.
No, they're not. I mean, I get it. The players like to do it. They feel like it makes them better. But I don't think there's a single team that has boot camped in winter split, right? Or before winter in December. And in October during Worlds said it was the boot camp during December that actually got us to this point.
Yeah, none of them. No, none at all.
Like, I don't know if any of them have. Maybe some of them do come together in that December and lock in for the whole year. But have we really had teams outside of the TSM and TL super teams like just dominate for full years? We don't really have that.
No, not at all. I, yeah, I don't know. And to Khan's point, he said how much money is spent on these boot camps. Oh, a
Nope.
lot. Oh, it
Is
has
it a
to be.
lot?
It has to be a lot. I mean, they have to pay a rental fee to FearX. Like I guarantee they're paying a discounted fee, but they're paying a fee there. Think about the flights. The company's comping flights for at least 8 people round trip from
Yeah,
America.
that's true.
That's got to be what, 8 grand?
Hmm.
That's got to be at least 1,000 a person, minimum.
It's probably more than that, if we're being real.
Oh, I'm being
I
conservative
know,
when I'm
yeah, I
saying
know
a
you're being
thousand.
nice.
Like
Yeah.
8,000 for that. You got 1,000. Like at I don't even know what the rental fee is. You have food and like you're lodging on top of that. You have to pay for hotels, which maybe they have like rooms that they're staying in at that boot camp place. I don't know what the law. I would love to know. I wish Papa or Nero or somebody would come out and say, "Give me the dollar amount of how much you spend per boot camp in Korea." Let's
Yeah.
find out if it's fucking worth. Because and what would the trade-off be if we used all of that money? If all the teams use their money that they're paying people to go to these boot camps to pull it together to have an event here.
And yeah, I mean that would be incredible for the region. And I do want to say like to JB, like I do think the teams believe that it is making them more competitive and like that's their goal. And I do believe that. I mean, I think they're doing it for the right reasons in their head. I just think unfortunately it's one of those things where it's like this is so far from when you need to be locked in or good that this is kind of just like a weird off-season thing we do every year where players go over there to, you know, do something, to grind something in the off-season to feel like they're getting a little better in a different environment. But it's really never carried over like that. And when the league is in the place it's in for viewership, like you have to question it
Yep.
a little bit because
A
branding is
little
really
no,
what
question it a
matters right now.
lot. Question it
Yeah,
a
that's true.
lot, a
That's
lot.
true. It does give these rosters though. I mean, you are right. Like it gives the count them what is it? The rosters a chance to know each other against good competition. That is true. You're probably not going to get a better off-season like kind of level to feel each other out. I mean, and I do believe that. I just think it's like tough. I mean, because I'm just worried about, at home, like, and all that money coming together. And like you said, they're never going to tell us how much money they spend there because we all know it's a crazy amount. Like, there's no way they're going there and it's that cheap. Unless staying in these team like hubs is really saving them that much money. But I don't know.
It's gotta be 15 grand total.
Hmm.
Minimum.
I mean, yeah, 15 minimum. It could easily get to 20, 25.
Which
Taking 8 to 10 people because they have 5 players, 2 coaches, and a content guy, so 8 minimum.
at least, yeah. And then you're paying for
Yeah, that's
all
a
their
good
food,
amount.
all of their meals the entire time they're there.
Yeah, they're per diem, like doing per diems and stuff.
Have to. Oh, dude. Oh
That's
god.
crazy.
That's killing. And we know TL's over there. We know Shopify's over there. We know C9's over there. Is anybody else over there yet? I don't think I've seen anybody else at the moment. FlyQuest, I think, might be over there. Maybe I don't know. But like, they're just never gonna believe us that they can grow a brand here, I guess. Like, I don't know what we need to do to show them. I don't know if we can. I don't know if it's even possible at this point to convince these teams that they're being fucking dumb. That you are pissing money away by going over there. Rather than staying here and trying to build up a brand that will make you more popular and make you more money long term. Or if you're going to go over there, bare minimum, if you're going to go over there, you need to milk the shit out of content. And we know that they're not.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, they're not. There's no way they're milking content. I mean,
No, the one thing that
is
Shopify's given it was the tweet update today on where everybody stands. It's like, okay, so they're playing games the entire time. They couldn't stream it? Really?
Yeah.
The only thing you get as a Shopify fan this entire fucking time is one tweet saying that congrats. Was it Shopify or was it Lion? I think it might have been Lion actually. I think Lion is over there. Hold up, let me check. Yeah, it's Lion. So Lion is over in Korea as well. Zamudo's Master, Inspired's Master, Saint is Challenger, Berserker's Challenger, and then Ayla is Master as well. That's all you get.
We don't have what is it? All we've been getting is the photos. Like you said, the graphics for SR fans. That's it.
That's a great way to connect fans. That's a great way to grow fandom. Let me tell you what, these teams, a lot of fucking common sense with them, huh? Great. I'm getting mad now doing it. How many of them are live streaming? Am I missing it? Like, are they going live over there and I'm just not seeing it because I don't watch Twitch all that much? But I haven't seen them.
They're live streaming late.
Oh, yeah, because they're live streaming in hours that we can't grow North American fandom on. Holy fuck. And are any of that... Okay. I might be misinformed, so chat can tell me if I'm wrong on this.
Sometimes.
Chat can tell me if I'm wrong on this. Are they at least uploading the clips to their YouTube channels? Please.
I don't know about
please tell me. Please tell me they are.
I don't know for Shopify's. I don't know what it is with Shopify's YouTube channel. I have to actively search them out. They do not come into my algorithm, no matter what I do.
Because they post so much shit across different games that you're not interested in. You only click on one video every now and then, so it doesn't naturally pop it up.
No, they have like just a LOL channel.
Since when?
I thought. Is it them or Dig? That might be Dig.
Dig? And I know why they wouldn't pop up for you.
Well, yeah. No, I'm thinking of C9 and TL. Aren't they the ones who like hemorrhaged all their channels and just killed them all pretty much?
Yeah, they're all separate.
Yeah. No, it was Dig. It was Dig I was thinking about, but what they did is they took their main one to
Fortnite?
Shoot, what was it?
Rocket League?
Fortnite, yeah. Fortnite.
Jesus.
Which I don't blame them. They were trying to hold on. Yeah, you're right. Shopify does have the just like
spam of everything. Like there's no consistency to the channel at all.
That 100% is why.
The Team Liquid one
they don't even throw the like league stuff at me. It's crazy.
No. The Team Liquid one like, today YouTube was like wild. I got to admit, it was kind of wild.
Was it?
Not in a good way.
Oh.
Like what? Okay, before you look it up, well, you probably have looked it up. What would you think the video that Team Liquid would publish right now on their YouTube channel would be? In your mind, like logically, what would you expect it to be?
Their KeSPA highlight with like a clickbait about Faker.
All right, go check if you haven't seen it.
All right.
Go look it up.
There's Steve's face.
No, that ain't the most recent one.
Can I be every rank in League a day ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many views?
1.4.
Do you want to know how many videos I have on my video talking about Team Liquid today in the KeSPA Cup?
I don't know. Probably 2 or 3.
3,000
Oh man.
in the first 12 hours and 9 minutes.
Also, can we talk about the fact these like I'm joining Team Liquid videos are crazy, bro? Why do they
Dude,
look
those
like
thumbnails are
costumes?
trash. Those thumbnails are so fucking bad.
These are wild.
I was just like,
I do love though that after we basically were just like Jose Dioto was a terrible pickup, and everyone does believe that, and it's still not good. He is by far their like
most popular. Oh, yeah.
largest, yeah, most popular player that they signed.
Oh,
And that's with them
without a
signing
doubt.
Quid.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yeah,
That
that's
community rolls
tough.
deep.
Yep. I mean, that's why honestly Shopify has Seos.
Yeah. Branding.
Seos holds it down.
Yep. But that video annoyed me for multiple reasons. Like okay, let me break this down on how I view it as a content creator.
Yeah.
When I tell you the title of the video is I played somebody from every rank in League of Legends, and Team Liquid posts that, you're going to look at the title and immediately be like, who the fuck is I for an org channel? Like, why are we using the word I in a YouTube title? Okay, that makes no sense.
Mm.
That's the first thing for me. The second thing from there is like you gotta like Yawn's in there, Doc Respawn is in that video, Mahir's in that video. You gotta clickbait the people that are in the video in some
Yeah.
way, shape, or form. Like facing every person at it or facing every rank is like it's a pretty good concept for a video. But the titling on it's not great. The thumbnail I don't think is bad. But like Yawn should be front and center on that. If it's Team Liquid's League of Legends channel. If you have a Team Liquid player in a video, their face should always be there alongside the content creator. Like that should be rule number 2. Third is, again, you just were the first Western team to play full strength T1. Why the fuck are you not posting about it immediately? Because guess what? Now, as of tonight, nobody gives a shit because T1 is facing against Hanwha Life. We are getting Guma Yusi versus Pays and Faker for the first time since they split up. If you think that anybody's going to give a shit at past 4 a.m. tonight about Team Liquid getting their ass beat by T1, you're late. You're late. It's already moved on. The cycle is done. You missed your 48-hour window to just monetize the shit out of this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. I don't really have like a good rebuttal to it or answer.
It's like, oh, dude, I can't. It legitimately pisses me off
Not good.
how little we seem to know about content in the space.
It's worrying. It's a worrying trend. I will say, while you were talking about the problems of content, I
Oh
then
no.
went through and was like, maybe I'm just missing it and Shopify is live streaming. No. No, we're not. We're not live streaming.
Nope.
Nobody's live streaming.
C9
There's
apparently
no
is. I
VODs
saw
on there.
Adjacent said in
No, they are,
in
yeah.
YouTube chat that they are. But again, they're streaming at hours that North American fans can't watch, and if you are not uploading your VODs at a minimum, and even that honestly is very lazy. You need some like it's not going to cost you a lot to pay an editor to comb through your VODs, have a highlight thing, and post it on your YouTube channel. It takes an
Yep.
hour and a half to get a decent clip video up and out on your YouTube channel. It's all it takes. And again, you can pay somebody to do that if you truly want to. It does not have to be anything fancy. I could do it. Hell, no, don't pay me. I don't have the time to do it, to be very clear. But I could do it in a fucking heartbeat. It's like,
Let's see if Seos is maybe. Seos might be actually.
no.
No, they're just practicing. Okay. That's good.
Our brands aren't big enough for this. Our brands are not big enough for this. You are not K Corp. You are not G2 with Yankos now as, you know, their LEC co-streamer. You are not you're not Los Fratones that can take a break and come back and get 150,000 views. You have to be putting in the work right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's for real. They're just not going to, though.
No.
Oh, I just hit my knee.
I saw that camera shake. I was like, oh man, that had to have hurt. Oh, that shit had to have hurt.
Didn't hurt worse than Shopify's content rollout, but it hurt.
Oh man.
Oh. But dude, I know it's like tough, but I ain't gonna lie, the whole time I've been a Shopify fan, it has been like I never get their stuff. I can like it as hard as I want, and I just never get hit with it. And if you're not getting hit with your team stuff and you have to keep searching it out, even YouTube is like, come on, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
I've never had that problem with anything. And let's be real here, like pro sports, traditional sports, their like weird media availability stuff does not get crazy views that they chuck on YouTube.
Yep.
But YouTube knows when my team's doing well in those to hit me with that.
Yeah. The
Like,
second it sees
knows
a
to do
video that's
that.
like riding above the level of like the diehards that really want to watch that shit all the time,
Yes.
it's immediately in your feed. Like right away. Like
Yes.
YouTube knows. The algorithm knows.
And it knows when I'm riding with my team. It doesn't matter how hard I ride with Shopify for some reason. It will like not put them in my thing. I don't know what it is.
I will say it knows mine. Like since I mentioned my short list of teams, YouTube and TikTok both immediately hit me with all those teams' content. And by TikTok, I mean I got no TikTok videos at all because none of them post anything consistent on TikTok. But I did get hit with their YouTube videos. That I did get. So like your algorithm knows what you're like slightly yearning for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh man, dude, how?
No, it's 100% true. I mean, the funniest thing is YouTube will smash me though with the TSM vid.
Oh yeah.
They'll be like, "Oh, we know you missed this," and I'll be like, "Yeah, bro, that's been done forever. I'm not clicking it." And but they'll still chug that at me. But with Shopify, they're like, we know you'll watch this once a month because that's about what we get." If it's actually league stuff, I'm outside of the like our ranked players guessed the hot wing video in season.
I'm not even subscribed to Colin Cowherd or Nick Wright or like any of their talk shows. It knows every single time Sunday night comes to feed me their post NFL reaction or their post NFL content because I listen to it in the shower as I'm going to bed on Sunday nights every single time. And Monday when I'm at work, it knows to feed me golf content.
Yep.
It knows what you want. But we just can't we can't figure it out for some reason. Hey, Chef Momo, thank you. Appreciate you watching.
Not yet.
No.
But they could. There at any moment, they could turn it around.
Could.
You never know. And you know, if we think about it in some ways, we're just on the cusp, the KeSPA cusp, if you will, of turning this ship around and saving the league by getting more Korean fans. Or European, I think.
I think European would be more likely.
Yeah, so that seems to be the goal.
Oh man.
I
It
do like that FlyQuest just pretty much was like, yo, we know that like we think NA League is in a tough spot, so we're gonna try to build an international brand. And then they just went, here's nothing. How's that feel, pal? Take that. We're like,
how much stuff did they put out? That's a
I
great
have no
I
idea.
haven't even
Are they
checked.
like, are they even over there?
FlyQuest? Maybe.
Yeah, are they doing stuff over there?
I couldn't tell you.
Have they put anything out since their Worlds videos?
I'll tell you right now.
And it doesn't count if it's a LS patch video.
No, LS patch video are excluded. Uh, no, they have not. There's not been a single
Okay.
YouTube upload for FlyQuest since the Worlds video. And there was a whole conversation that happened on Twitter, which was really interesting at the time too. Uh, Jat tweeted about it, and others kind of talked about it. My tweet about the FlyQuest thing. Do you know how many views that has on Twitter?
How much?
I gotta scroll back and find out because I muted the thread such a long period of time ago. Because everybody, like, when I said, holy shit, they're going fucking hard on this, like, people were like, that's quite normal how Inspired's talking about it. Like, that, I didn't feel like dealing with those comments at all.
Yeah.
But I'm just scrolling back now, still trying to find it. That tweet has 3 million views.
What?
They
What?
they got mad at me because I quote retweeted the actual link to the YouTube video. They wanted me to quote retweet the Okay, here's what I don't understand. They wanted me, like, post mortem, they were like, why didn't you quote retweet the main tweet on it? It's like, your main tweet was a fucking teaser. That's it. And you linked the video afterwards because you wanted people to go to the video. So when I quote retweet where people are going to watch the video, which is the link with the video, and then put another clip on
Yep.
top of it, the one that you didn't like fully like flush out because people want those raw clips. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? But yeah, 3 million views on that, only 90,000 videos on, or 90,000 videos, 90,000 views on YouTube. Which sparked the discussion of, like, what, obviously we know that Twitter views don't mean much of anything. But, like, why do people not want to watch long form content versus short form? And the reality is we just live in a clip generation. Like, I don't know why people find this so hard to figure out. It's like, you could put out that 30-minute video. The odds of people watching that entire thing, slim to none. But it's about the clips that you can generate from it that are going to get your bigger views. And you try and grow that 90,000, base to a little bit more, assuming you're putting out consistent content, but you're not. So you have nothing to clip. So you have nothing to post.
Yep. And I mean, you are right. Like, the clipping is the styling of the brand. I mean, that is what you're trying to do. And that's why, I mean, 100%. This is why those trad sports teams that everyone's like, we don't need a copy trad sports, they're so stupid. These NFL teams are dumb. Blah, 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 blah. This is why they post these media videos that are like 30 minutes long that get 10K views because they know that beat reporters or the social media people are going to go into those media availability videos, clip the stuff that actually matters, and then post it, and they're going to get crazy engagement. And their goal isn't to make mad money off of their video. Their goal is to grow their brand. That's it. And the more people you get out there just clipping these things and clip farming, like you were saying, it's fine. You don't have to make a ton of money off that. And I get that's like going to be confusing, right? To some people looking for money. They're going to be like, what's the content guy doing if he's not making all this money? But the views for the content guy don't really matter that much anyways. I mean, most of these teams still have content people and they're not doing anything. So at least put them in a position to where you can clip farm to make it worth it. Like
Yeah.
that's the idea.
Yep.
It's growing the brand in that way, but
I agree. Like I swear we just don't get it for some reason. And I don't know why. Like do you do you think people are just that allergic to sports in esports?
I do in some ways. I think people are on this like whole idea that esports is supposed to be its own thing that's fun by itself. And in some ways, people want esports to just be the fun side. They don't really want the competition side. I mean, it shows itself every year we get to the Worlds. People hate losers. Like, they hate the losing part of it. And they hate the idea that there's going to be one winner at the end, and that one winner could just be the winner, and that's all that happened, and that's said and done. They want all these opportunities for, these players to get this narrative from this thing and these A, B, C, or D outcomes when really we're only going to get the F outcome. And it just, for some reason, breaks esports every time. That there's, at the end of the year, one crown champion. And I just think esports people view it as we need to separate ourselves from sports because this one champion thing is sad and we need to make like 3 tournaments count for the year, so that we have an equal winner. But in their process of doing that, they just throw everything out that traditional sports does. And that's where the issue comes because then, what does traditional sports does is good. They have broadcasting rights where the broadcasting media company has a vested interest in doing a good job on the broadcast because they want their money back, right? By selling their ads, whatever, what have you. So then the broadcast company does a good job of getting it out there that this is going to be played. They may advertise on their own stuff, their more popular games that something's coming. I mean, imagine like, you know, I'm not going to use ESPN because that's too tied to you, but let's imagine like Paramount,
Yeah, I was gonna say
CBS
CBS.
chucks, yeah, CBS chucks on the 1 o'clock game an ad for an LCS game coming on later in the day. And then that tells you go to Paramount Plus or, stay on this channel and instead of them running another crummy like they don't do Simpsons, but whatever their Simpsons is for the 80th time after a football
60
game because
minutes for
that
CBS.
market,
It's
yeah,
always 60 minutes.
yeah, after the 4 o'clock games, right?
Yep.
Or yeah, but I'm saying like after that 1 o'clock game, let's say you're a region that doesn't have the rights for the 4 o'clock game,
Oh yeah, so
and
it's just
instead
like
of them chucking
It's an
on,
America's game on Fox
yes,
situation. Yeah.
instead of them chucking something crappy on, let's say they chuck LCS on in there because they want to grow it a little bit and they want to feed into the streaming platform and get it to grow more. Those are opportunities that you can get that just aren't going to come by just perma trying to stream it for free on YouTube and Twitch. As fun as it is to stream it on those, YouTube and Twitch have no interest in growing your stream
No, not at
other
all.
than pushing it to the homepage occasionally. And if you aren't like constantly growing when they push you to the homepage, their algorithm is going to keep pushing you down and not let you back on the homepage. Like the algorithm's only giving you the homepage or the trending page or whatever if you're going to constantly respond well from it. Like Mr. Beast is always on the trending page because the trending page knows that it gets a good outcome of viewership every time it puts him on there and it gets good click through. But instead of making that, the job of an algorithm, how about we go find a company that has an actual interest in getting it going?
Yeah.
Like it's just helpful. And I know ads are going to come. I know things are going to come that aren't fun with TV rights. Paying money for a subscription service, it sucks. But at some point, we do have to like try to get the game to be mainstream, as much as it sucks to people.
Well, it was interesting because Raz fought against that on TikTok. I know you still don't have it, but Raz put out a full video saying that he's against media rights and that he thinks it's actually destructive to the space, and that just the reality is there's a billion things that he listed. One of which I obviously agree with, which is in a fair world, in an ideal world, we get a portion of general skin sales for esports because that's where our main value is. Like that's where we drive the most amount of money. Is like people watch Faker play Zed back in the day. Not even say it now. People watch Faker play Zed. They go out and they buy a Zed skin. Is that an esports skin? No. Are they buying it because of Faker and the value that esports drives? Yes. We should, in theory, get a cut of that revenue. But we're never going to get that. Riot's stingy. They are not going to give up that portion of the pie to esports to properly fund the ecosystem in replacement of media rights. If that was the case, we wouldn't even have to sit here and have this conversation, because then it's like, yeah, the more people that can watch your product, the fucking better, because the more skins they sell. Obviously, that's great. Sure. But because they don't give us a cut of the revenue, like, what, like, now what? Now what do we do? And this is one where I know Raz is against it, but I'm like, if I'm viewing esports as a standalone product that is never going to get that proper cut of skin sales, then yeah, I'm looking at traditional sports methods of trying to make money. Like, that's got to be it. If Riot's not going to be willing to give us bundles that we need to support our teams, because we can't get any merch in game, like we have no way to rep our teams in game unless they make it to Worlds and get the small little icon. That's the only way that we can show any sort of support for our team, which is bullshit, by the way. But like, if that's not going to exist, then yeah, we have to start looking elsewhere. Like, okay, media rights, traditional broadcast methods of trying to earn revenue, ticket sales, merchandise, like in-person merchandise, food and beverage. We have to start looking at those things. We have to try and find that out, because that red tape with skins is never going to go away.
Yep.
So now what do we do?
No, 100%.
And the answer to that, which a lot of people don't like, reason why I wore this shirt, it is localization. You need teams to localize in order to be able to connect with people and drive in-person sales, because your online portion is just going to drive more skin sales. That's what that'll drive. And if you're trying to get away from that method and trying to stop like focusing purely on buying skins, you need to get the in-person audience. That's going to be it.
No, yeah. I agree with that. I mean, localization, but again, that just feeds into my main point earlier. Like, we just so badly don't want to be normal sports that we refuse to even do that. Like, we just don't want to play into any of it. It makes no sense to me. Which is like, there's literally a blueprint that worked. That, yes, sports has been around for like 100 years, right? But it's grown into this empire. And instead of looking at that and going, hey, it's the internet era where realistically, instead of 100 years to get this off the ground and get it going crazy, you can do things now in like 20.
Yeah.
If you really want to.
Yep.
I mean, you can do them in even less than that if you really want to. We're just like, hey, no, we aren't them. We're not doing anything they do that works functionally. We're going to just do our own thing.
Yeah.
And you can't really sit here and say like, oh, TV numbers or streaming numbers or blah, blah, blah is down. So that's why we don't want to get with all these networks, because football's putting up crazier numbers than it's ever put up.
Yep.
College basketball is putting up insane numbers.
Yep. Baseball.
NBA is the only one down. Baseball's
starting to put up numbers too. Pitch clock has helped a lot.
Way
my God, dude. Baseball's in its second revitalization. It's wild. It's amazing how fast they're growing.
And yes, the argument could be from some people, well, you know, streaming rights or broadcast rights are the one thing killing the NBA, right?
Yep.
Like, that is the big overarching thing that everybody argues. But that's kind of the point here too.
Yeah.
Is that broadcasting rights is what's probably hurting our league insanely bad by just not having any. Because we sit here and Riot streams this game. Like you said, Riot's not going to kick back any of this money. They're not going to help the league any more than it has to, and they're not going to do anything extra. So if they're not going to do any of that, we're bare bone crew running this thing, and it's just, I mean, it's not going to be the craziest product ever, and you're running it on Twitch and YouTube, and that's it. Do you really think that you're going to keep growing insanely hard, especially on a Twitch, a platform that has just been going down lately? I don't know why,
Yeah.
but Twitch has been having a lot of troubles with viewership for some reason.
Well, it's the ads.
Like
The
really, the
ads
big
fucking
people,
suck.
yeah.
Like they're so intrusive.
And unless you're a massive streamer right now, you're not carrying the. You're not going to grow a ton. It seems like on Twitch.
No. Speaking from experience, I'm growing more on YouTube than I am on Twitch, and I've been doing both simultaneously the entire time. Now, granted, is my Twitch content the best? No, I'm not going to sit here and tell you. My content's designed for YouTube, not Twitch, so I understand that from the jump. I'm also 31, married with a wife and a dog and family.
Oh,
Like my life is not built for the modern streaming era of Twitch. Like it's just the reality of it. But I saw a comment earlier in chat that I just wanted to address that said, for org side, localization isn't as simple as we're the New York teams now. All the teams' infrastructure is in LA since the league is. Well, boy, do I have 199 other episodes of a fantastic podcast called the Crossover Podcast, which has touched on that specific issue at more length than I care to dive into right now. I promise you I'll be back on my New York bullshit in 2 weeks. I promise you I'll be, or a week, because next week we'll have the podcast. We will be off for Christmas week and then back the week after. But boy, do I have many examples for you of me saying that. And a video coming out later this month saying why we need to get the fuck out of LA that will specifically address that. So don't you worry. I got you covered on that. And it's well known and well documented on this channel. So don't you worry. But have you actually watched any of the highlights of the KeSPA Cup though? Like, have you watched any of it?
No.
Not a single minute.
No, I've been way too busy and I don't want to watch the C9 channel highlight pages.
You can watch the KeSPA Cup channel highlights.
Oh, they do have the KeSPA Cup channel?
It's all Korean. There's no English. You will not be able to understand a word.
There we go.
Yep.
Now I really want to watch it. Yeah, no.
The C9 highlights are also Korean, though. You will not be able to understand them either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I really just don't have an interest. It doesn't.
I get it.
I mean, one, I hate to tell people, but December League cannot be anymore. Like, this is probably, unless it's something that's fun and in my region and my team is involved, I really don't feel a need to go watch other people play. You know what I mean? There are people I am sure this is awesome for, and I'm happy for them. But I'm not going to go out of my way for that, for a KeSPA Cup being played in December. Especially when people are like writing stuff about how there were some people like, oh, C9's really looking good, and they broke out of this and they did that. And then I can just listen to your video, which is way easier to break it down for me. And these people were like, C9 did so well. And then I go and look at their group, and I'm like, bro, they barely got out of a group that had two of their best players at the military, bro. Like, okay, bro. Exciting times.
And that Nongshim series, the only reason they won game 2 is because they had a massive comeback from like 5 or 6K down.
Well, that's good for them. I mean, I am happy for C9 that like they made. I'm happy for this reason and this reason alone. At least they made it look like we're not as bad as people say we would be in Korea.
Yeah, that was my biggest takeaway from all this is like, I've heard people for years now say that we couldn't even beat the 10th place Korean teams. And even though not everybody was taking it serious, we're solidly 5th. Solidly 5th. Or 6th.
Yes,
6th.
and that is, unironically, that is our 4th best team with a downgraded mid.
Yeah.
If we're being real, that was our 4th best team with a downgraded mid who just did that.
Now, granted,
If you
the
want to be
teams
nice,
above them
call them
blew up,
even.
so technically they're no longer our fourth best. They're technically our second.
Well, that's gonna be whatever they end up being now, I guess. But I'm saying like this was our fourth best team
Yeah, but I'm saying
last year. You don't think we're relatively as strong this year? I get what you
not
mean.
initially. No, I think by the end of the year we'll get
Yeah.
to the same place. But I think initially that those bumps are going to be a little bit heavier early on, because like I would personally, without entirely spoiling my power ranking, I would say we sent the two best teams that we're going to have on paper at the beginning of the year in terms of synergy as well. I think
Stop
this is the two.
spoiling your power. You've been saying it all off season.
Well, I don't want to ruin the
Very-
other. I don't want to ruin the rest of it. So like
Okay. I see what you mean. I was gonna say.
I don't want to say where where I think the other teams are in order, but I think it's been very clear that TLC9 are like the 1-2 so far. Lion being like the other team that some people think is going to be good. We've been more down on it, but like for the most part, people agree on those two. So like even though we're saying fourth best from last year, the reality is when our 1-2 imploded, we can't extend that argument, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see what you mean by that. I mean, I think the line roster is gonna be really good though. Or at least the line roster could theoretically go over there and be fine to me now. Seeing what C9 did, I mean, BK, whatever, Fear X, whatever that team name is, they suck. I hate to tell people that. I
Diablo's
can tell
good.
you they suck without watching a game.
Diablo's good. Don't shit on my man Diablo.
Yeah, their
He's
ADC
like the
prodigy guy. Yeah,
he had a bad
the
game
rest of
against
it,
C9, but he had otherwise was
I promise you, suck. They are Korean players who will be in and out of that league within a year. They ain't sticking around. They'll have one or two players who roll over to the next season who don't suck. The rest of that roster is probably terrible and would barely be good over here. Like, that's why I don't buy it when people are like, "Oh, the NA couldn't go over there and blah 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 blah. They wouldn't even be able to beat any of these teams. Probably our eighth seed could beat them." It's like, no, bro. Your eighth seed is running guys who would barely be good over here.
yep.
Let's be real. Like,
Yep.
I guess Morgan could prove me wrong. He could come over here and be incredible.
And he probably will be a top 3 top laner.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
We'll save that.
That's gonna be tough.
That's going to be the week
Yeah.
as we always do, the week
Fair
before
enough. Fair enough.
the week before lock
Yeah.
in, we will go through every role and our team and
Yeah.
where we think they're going to finish for lock in. Like how we think they're going to place. So, I want to save that.
Yeah.
But the main reason I wanted to ask you is just whether you'd actually watch it, because like I know I'm going to,
No.
by nature of content, I
Yeah.
will go out of my way to see it. But I think that's proof of like you are like the fact that you are on a podcast talking about it means that you give a shit more than most other people do in this region by default.
Mhm.
Even though it's not hard to put a man in front of a mic, obviously, like
Yeah.
it's in our blood. All right, it's what we do at this point. Then welcome to the millennial man. We don't go to war, we go to podcasts.
Yeah.
You conveniently go to both, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm genetically not allowed to go to war. So, you know,
Well, yeah.
I won the lottery, quote unquote. But
Somebody's gotta have fun for the people who can't.
clearly. But
How it is.
nah, I think you're more representative of like the average fan. You've got a kid, you've got a wife, like you are the demographic that I want to be chasing in low esports personally. And I don't think we're doing enough to cater to you at all.
Yeah,
KeSPA
I
Cup was
think
fun.
the big
Go ahead.
I mean the big ones are they one gotta get moving. We always hit this. We're gonna keep hitting it every off season till they eventually do it. But you eventually gotta hit the Midwest, man.
Yep.
Like they can't leave the Midwest this high and dry. Especially I have never been more disappointed than the World's announcement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that whole thing being over there in Tejas, That's tough. I mean, that's just tough for
Yeah.
us over here. I know, like, at this point, my assumption is that they're holding it against us that we booed Koreans at groups or whenever that was,
That was
quarters.
2016. They would have held it against us in 2022 if that was the case.
Yeah, I just think they get mad about it.
Eh,
I think they still get salty, or there's somebody in there who's mad. Because they know Midwesterners actually care about sports,
yeah.
so they'll boo. And we're not like New York City and LA, where there's enough populations of people, like, like actual, like, what is it, foreign students or something, who
Yeah,
will go cheer for the Korean
We
teams.
have Asian hubs in New York and LA. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, in the Midwest, it's literally just Americans showing up and being like, "You suck! Boo! You suck because you're not an American team." And that is just like, to them, they're like, "This is brutal. We can't let them do that," so they just pull league from us.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The
Did we
Midwest
get
in
a
no.
weekend for
No.
Worlds in 2022?
Nope. You got LCS finals in
See?
Chicago in 2022 summer. And that was it.
Crazy.
You had Houston, Texas for spring finals. You had Chicago for summer
Wow.
finals, and then you went to New York, Atlanta, and San Francisco, and Mexico City for
Hmm.
playing stage.
Yep, that's coordinated. I can confidently say it's coordinated.
It,
My
it's
source is me.
it's bullshit. Like it was one of those that like I remember where I was whenever the announcement came out for Worlds 2022 and
Hmm.
like seeing that it all was going to be in New York, and obviously like, I was biased on that, but seeing that it was like this full North American tour, like not only is it New York, but it's also Toronto and San Francisco and Mexico City for play-in stage. It was like,
Hmm.
oh, this is awesome. This is what North America has to offer. We are accurately showing to the world what we can do because New York will be rowdy. It'll be packed every day.
Yep.
Toronto, even after it got moved to Atlanta, people showed up in Atlanta. That thing was
Yeah.
packed, packed to the
Yeah.
brim. That's the South. The South turned up for you. Granted, Atlanta's a very easy airport to get into, but like that's still fine. I'm fine with that being like a representation. And then San Francisco as well. It's like the West Coast, but it's finals. People travel for finals, so like that kind of is what it is. And San Francisco's not a terrible city, but like that felt like NA. Texas and New York, just Texas and New York, and New York only for finals. That doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
That really doesn't sit right with me. Like I feel like I can't even say that they're because like the logic of like being in Texas would make you think, oh, they're catering to North American fans by making it in a cheaper area. And it's like, are they?
Yeah.
If you're catering to North American fans, you're not putting it in fucking Texas for 3 weeks. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say.
that to me feels more like they're making it affordable for people to travel in than anything else. Which is like, again, that defeats the whole purpose of this being a North American fucking world tour. What are we
Yep.
doing?
I mean, yeah, it makes it tough. I don't know why this is the decision here. I mean, I guess it's just to give other people a chance to get here. I don't know. I really don't. It just makes me sad. And I don't see LCS doing anything really that crazy.
No,
Maybe they announce something great and they come to the Midwest. I have no idea.
there's zero chance. There is zero chance at all that they do that. And if they do, it'll just be for finals for the one road show that we get, and that's it.
Yeah, they're gonna do the ultimate, like, you asked for it, we're giving it to you. Do finals, and then I'm gonna be like, I need my vacation time for the Worlds time. I'm sorry. And they're gonna be like, but we gave what you wanted. And I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, I have to use vacation time for Worlds. No, I'm gonna be like, this is how it's going.
I think if they're smart, they put finals this year in Boston.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Boston,
be a
but I
bad
think
idea.
because they had like I'm not trying to fuck over Chicago again. Again, I love Chicago. Like I hope that they get more than they have right now. But I think if you're not going to go to the Northeast at all, other than World's Finals and World's Finals, those tickets are going to be so fucking hard to get that the majority of your fans in the Northeast are not going to be able to go. It's one night with 20,000 people there. The
Mm.
reality is you can easily feed way more than that. I think you got to go to Boston if I'm trying to manage this as best as possible. Because Boston, you get access to New York. People can go up there if they want to. Philly, Maryland, Virginia, like that, the DMV area, like it is accessible. It's drivable, or you can just fly. Toronto is not far to the point where they can fly in as well for a fairly cheap price. Like, I think you need to do finals for summer in Boston. Have to, or train,
Do you
but I think
think they
train
could
takes too long.
do like a spring thing for the Midwest then?
Do I think they could?
I don't know if
Yes.
they'll.
Do I think they will? No.
I think it's more likely they'd go south, like southeast, than Boston for summer finals because they're already going to New York City for Worlds.
I don't think so. I'm telling. I think summer you go. I think you go in
Because then they're
arena.
just hitting the Northeast twice.
Not, but it's not. I don't count World's Finals as like actually hitting there because the international audience will fly in for that so
Yeah, that's
easily
true.
that like you're not like a lot of NA fans are unfortunately just not going to get those tickets.
Yeah.
Many will, but not as many as they could.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
So I think what you do, if I have my choice, uh, I think you go. I think you go like Indy or Chicago for spring or split two, whatever that's going to be, finals for that, and then you go Boston or Toronto. I think Toronto would be great. Toronto deserves it so much.
Toronto, I could see 100%.
Also, somebody asked, "Do I think we could sell out MetLife?" No, I don't think we could sell out MetLife. I think that's asking a lot. 60,000 for a World's Finals feels like. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It just feels like it's pushing it. Maybe we could get there if tickets were like reasonable, like $100 a piece. But I don't know. I think the cool one to be would or to do would be like Mets Stadium, like Mets Willetts Point. Put 40,000 people in there. Granted, you're at the risk of weather. Obviously, it's November. You don't know what you're gonna get, but like
Yeah, I was gonna say they ain't doing that in November.
I think it'd be fun. I don't know.
Oh, it'd absolutely be a good time. Do I think it would be hilarious? Yes. Do I think it would be possible? No, it'd be way too cold.
No. How many
Could you
roadshows?
imagine league players having to play in
Oh no,
inclement
they'd
weather?
be in enclosed areas. They'd be like they'd be in like those glass or like those rooms that are built
And
specifically
league
for them to
fans
play in.
watching in inclement weather?
They
No
would.
chance, bro.
Yeah, they would.
No
Yeah. Oh
chance.
yeah, they. You're telling me New York fans wouldn't show up? That's a lie. We both know it's a lie.
Hmm,
Don't forget about the
maybe.
areas that you're talking about here.
I don't think league fans would. I think league fans would die out quick.
Eh. I think you got to try it. Give it a chance once.
It would be awesome. It would be so cool.
No.
I'm down. I'd want it to snow so bad. Could you
Oh,
imagine
dude,
it
it'd be
snowing
so
around the players
fucking
in the
cool.
booths, just
It.
going hard?
Oh, it'd be so cool. Oh.
That'd be cool. I think honestly, hot take, you put a cover over them and but you make them sit in the cold. Like you block out all the snow the best you can, but they gotta be in the cold, bro. They gotta be feeling it.
You realize though Korea's colder weather than it is in the Northeast US.
Yeah, but they are outside.
Yeah, but I know they're not, but I'm saying like they're going to be more used to that cold than some of the European teams might be.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'll tell you who's fucked the most: the American
No,
teams.
doesn't Europe get pretty cold?
It can, but the American teams are fucked.
Well, yeah, they all chill in LA.
They're
You're
chilling in
right.
LA. They come over to New York for a week. Why the fuck are we playing outside? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
freezing
you're
cold.
right.
I'd be like, strap on your Tims, bitch. Time to go play.
You know,
Grab your
that'd be
Tims,
so
grab your
funny.
puffer. Come on, let's go.
People would be so mad too because they'd be like, imagine Faker losing his fourth in a row, like his chance at the fourth in a row, and it's just because he was too cold.
Shaker returns because it's 10 degrees outside.
Yeah. People are like, welcome to America, buddy. This sucks. We know it sucks. This is how it is.
Dude, I ain't even from Buffalo, but I'll tell you what I would do. If that were to happen, I would get a folding table. I would get Sean Tonan's face, put on the table, light that table on fire, let him dive through it. Absolutely. Oh, we'd be 100% diving through tables in the parking lot.
You see what John put?
Yeah.
John put make a move to Chicago to acclimate to the weather. Imagine people boot camping, bro, just to play in cold conditions.
Oh, it'd be so fun. Think of the content. Oh my god, think of the content.
Oh yeah.
It'd be so much fun.
Man, bro. Gosh. What a good time.
Oh, man. But
Oh, I don't think anything could be better than that.
no, I don't think especially after watching the Bengals Chiefs or Bengals not Chiefs, Bengals Bills
Bills.
game. Dude, snow games are
Yep.
just so much fun in any sport. I don't care what sport it is, it's just better. And watching League, if it's snowing outside, oh dude, that'd be so fucking cool.
Yep. Well, yes, they did. They did COVID finals outdoors in LA, but that's because they did it with like the sun in their eyes.
No, they also did it. So the Bird's Nest has the open roof concept. They did that at the end of October in China, and then Worlds 2018.
Is China cold that time of year?
Yeah, they're higher latitude.
How cold was it when they were there? Because it didn't seem like anybody was that cold out.
I'll tell you the one that was cold. Worlds 2018. Go back and watch the VOD. They were in Incheon, I think.
Probably, yeah.
Go watch the VOD. You can see the first girl, was it Soyeon from KDA? She's wearing a purple puffer with her outfit because she's a little bit colder. The broadcast crew is all wearing like leather jackets and like gloves and scarves with it.
Really?
Oh yeah, like that, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you. And that was the year that Faker gets 3-0. They're all obviously in weather controlled booths, but like go watch that pregame. You can see how they're all dressed up. It was so cool. Like they're outside talking about League.
Right there.
Oh, are you seeing it right now?
No, I'm just thinking that's the stuff. You're right. That's the idea. That's what we need.
Let me see. Worlds 2018 finals countdown. Yeah, here we go. I'm loading up on my screen now. Okay, no, they're in suits, but Yamato's got a scarf on. People in the crowd are notably wearing like sweaters and jackets.
Okay.
Okay, it was just never mind. It was just I was thinking of Yamato's scarf. That was the thing that kind of tipped me off to it being a little bit cooler. But you could see people out in the crowd. Everybody's wearing jackets out in the crowd, like sweaters and jackets, the entire time. So it's definitely a little bit colder. But
I like it.
Oh, by the way, apparently the BDS rebrand is because it's the initials of the founder, and he apparently pulled an Ocelot.
Yeah, I read that.
What? Okay, wait. You need to fill me in because I didn't read that. What happened?
No, I just read that comment. I don't
Oh,
know what he did.
can we agree as
Dog,
to
there ain't enough time in my life to go read what the BDS founder is up to. I could not care. And the fact they moved it to shifters, you know
Oh,
how easy it's when they go on their 20 game losing streak, because that's what they do every year. It's going to be so easy to write the shitters joke in chat. It's so simple. What
they're
a
gonna have to ban.
stupid
They're gonna
name.
have to ban it from Twitch chat and YouTube chat.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
gonna be
because
20
they're
different iterations.
constantly, they're going to be shifting into loser gear every week. That's going to be their catchphrase. They
Yep.
cannot run from that.
No. It arguably has to be
Like,
the
they
worst
cannot
esports
run.
rebrand of all time.
Oh, it's, well, yeah, Dig didn't rebrand, so yeah, they would be the worst rebrand ever.
Yep.
That is, yeah, I think you're onto something there.
Yep. Uh, since you're not watching KeSPA Cup, I'm not even gonna ask you for your predictions for the games this week. There's no point.
I'm not.
I will say I'm excited to see the series tonight, or like watch the highlights of it tomorrow of Humble Life versus T1 because one of these two teams is winning the tournament, and I think it's gonna be fun to see that specific matchup. But I will end it on this. For those of you that don't know, Cloud Sicky has a interview coming out on Sunday, I think he said in this TikTok, with the former assistant general manager of Dignitas. And apparently it's bad. Bad as in like a really bad reflection of current Dignitas management.
Yep.
And
I think it's gonna hit.
I can't wait. What's the name of the person? Hang on, let me check our group chat. So I'm properly teeing this up. He interviewed Dignitas's Toby, who was their ex-assistant general manager. Notably not coach, assistant general manager. So your assistant GM helps with like roster decisions and org decisions and like everything else besides like the actual day-to-day of games. That's handled by the coach, the players, and the assistant coach. This is like how the teams run, how the organization decides their content and beyond. Like all of that stuff's done in collaboration with the general managers. Like apparently it's not fucking good at all. I'm so ready. Who said that hate watching's not good watching?
It's good watching. Okay, who would be the poor city that Dig is
Newark, New
like
Jersey.
located to?
Newark, New Jersey.
Would you even?
Would I slum it at Newark for a night? Yeah, absolutely.
No, would you cheer for him?
Oh fuck no. No. God no. I got my own bigger plans. I'm gonna get a team in the Big Apple. Can't see
Okay.
no. We are not giving them Jersey City. Jersey City is way too fucking bougie for their ass. Period.
Heard. That makes sense. That's fair. Do you even think New York, New Jersey would take them?
Dig? No.
Like
Now,
who?
Newark would, yes, because they're owned by the owner of the New Jersey Devils, who play out of the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. So yeah, they would take them, which is why I think it's like it's perfect.
Ew.
It's perfect for them.
Ew. Gosh, what a brutal time to be alive for them.
At least they are alive and not using their own service.
Yeah, by technicality, yes. Yeah, that is a good point. Oh, I can't imagine getting them, dude. If Lion goes to Monterrey, bro, if they don't go to like somewhere in Mexico, that'd be criminal.
I know, dude. There's no way they don't go anywhere in Mexico. You have to. Even New Mexico, if you want to be like somewhat
Yeah.
American about it,
That's so bad.
go to Albuquerque.
Are there 10 people who play League in New Mexico?
Yeah, go to Albuquerque.
Yeah, I'm sure. There's
What
a
is it?
few.
East Side High, where they filmed High School
Mm-hmm.
Musical. Yeah,
Yep.
bang on the High School
There you
Musical
go. We're on
branding.
to something. We're on to something.
Yeah, Albuquerque's not bad. I'm taking whatever
That's
team I pick.
crazy.
I'm bringing whatever team I pick to New York.
Who even goes to Chicago?
Probably FlyQuest.
I feel like FlyQuest too, but aren't they? Are they still owned by the Bucks guy?
Milwaukee.
Partially?
Yeah, but they're not. Okay, come
Or
on.
did he completely sell?
Oh no, he sold. They're the. Oh, wait a minute.
What's their ownership now?
What would you say if you had to classify Blippo's personality and the whole FlyQuest situation as a type of man? What type of man would you say?
I don't know.
Feels like the opinions of a Florida man, no?
Oh,
Florida
they're
Panthers,
owners of Florida.
the Viola family.
Florida Panthers, bruh. That fits them.
It does. It does. It oddly fits
fits
Florida for the org, like
It
kinda.
fits them. I hate it. I hate it, but it does.
Like I don't know where you
A
like.
team in Baltimore?
We think
Buddy,
league
you're
players
getting
can survive in fucking Baltimore.
Yeah.
The only one that can is Blabber.
Yeah, no.
And even then, I'm pretty sure
I
Blabber's
mean,
from the
we're
suburbs
expecting
of
them to
Maryland.
survive in Chicago, but Chicago's got money.
Yeah, Chicago. That's
They got money.
Ocean City. Shit,
Who's going to Canada? I hate to say it, but it's
Shopify, Toronto. Yeah, without question.
Yeah.
You guys already have that connection. That's there. Who are we missing? Who do we not put?
Well, C9's the obvious Bay team.
Oh,
TL
San
feels
Francisco.
like the
Yeah.
New York team.
You don't think C9 New York team?
No, I think C9's the Bay team.
Okay.
It just fits them to me, like their colors and everything.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
They feel like a Bay team.
Yeah. Especially with 100 Thieves gone, there's like no, like, 100 Thieves would have been like my LA team had I put them, or even Texas for them. But I think LA fits C9. Who else are we missing? We hit Lion. We hit Dig. Yep. We hit
C9 TL.
Oh, DSG.
SR. Yeah, C9, or my bad, DSG. I mean, they're probably the Chicago team. No, Sentinel's the Chicago, right?
Yeah, that's who we forgot. Sentinels. Yep.
Sun goes to Chicago. DSG, I don't know. Are we missing one other? No, we already put Dig. That's who I didn't count. So we're at 7 now.
TL's the DC team. They haven't done fuck all for DC. And if I like, I'm sorry, but we have to put a team in New York. We can't not put a team in New York. And like, in my opinion,
it's gonna be DS or Dig.
It's got to be either Sentinels, TL, or C9. If you're gonna be for NYC, it's got to be one of those three.
If you care about the league growing at all, you're putting all 3 of them in one of those 3 big cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. DSG could be Atlanta or Texas.
I can see Texas. I do.
Austin.
Culturally, you're telling me DSG fits with Atlanta? I can't see any of them twerking on the top of a car hood.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't work in Atlanta. You're right. They're an Austin team.
They literally owned by DC. Their colors fit. Then tell me why Team Liquid didn't go to DC on their world tour with Intel. Riddle me that.
And we're putting Dig and TL in NYC because NYC is a big market. That's just what you do.
Yeah, no, you can absolutely fit 2 teams here.
But DSG fits the Austin vibe.
They do, yeah. I'm oddly fine with that.
It's the vibe of like, you put them over there because, Austin is always about being halfway in, halfway out.
Yep.
Like, everybody who moves to Austin is somebody who's like, I've thought about being Republican, but I also don't want to be that at all. So I went to Austin, and that's where I'm at in life.
Yep.
And they don't really know what they're gonna be, but they sit there. They occasionally watch Joe Rogan. They think about their life, and then they do what they would have done from wherever they're from.
Yep.
That's how life works in Austin.
Con, we're giving FlyQuest the entire state of Florida. I'm
Yeah, they
not
just
even
think
going
Florida.
to I'm not even going to pick a town. I'm just going to say the entire state of Florida. Because FlyQuest has some like really progressive fans that would fit in perfectly just outside of Orlando where Disney's at. Miami's surprisingly conservative. You got a lot of FlyQuest fans that'll fit in well with that. You got some really extreme FlyQuest people that could fit very well in the other parts of Florida that we don't talk about. Like, they got a little bit of
LA
everything.
is C9.
Yeah, LA's 100% C9. There's nobody
And
that
you
fits
could
that.
flip TL and C9 for New York and LA. They just one of the
Yeah,
two of them's got to be in one of those,
yeah.
or they both got to be in each of them. Like that's just how it's got to go.
And I would say
You gotta split them up that way.
I agree with your big market, not big market, your big team, little team in New York that we can fit too. And it's kind of perfect because Dig would try to claim that they're New York because they're from Jersey or they're in Jersey when they're not,
Yep.
even though the Pat train connects.
NY C9 does sound nice. All right, C9 is NY.
That's fine.
TL's the LA team.
I don't see TL as LA though. That's my only
I don't
thing.
either.
If anything, you
All
put
right, DSG in LA.
sure. That makes sense. They're an influencer. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm fine with DSGLA, C9.
Oh, Lion in San Diego.
Why do we want to put Lion with all the retirees?
That's a fair point. But Lion in San Diego goes hard, bro, because their fans can get there easy.
But it's nothing but old folks and their sugar babies. Like,
Yeah. But they just drive across. Their fans will drive across and watch.
true, they can get
Then go
across the
back,
border
and we don't
fairly
have to
quick.
worry about the players needing visas for their games, like having to fly to their games.
True. So wait, okay, but where are we putting TL then if we're putting C9 in New York? Boston?
C9. Ooh.
Is that too many teams in the
Yeah.
Northeast? Like, have we not spread it out enough?
Maybe we do have to put TL somewhere up in those like
Like the Indy,
states
Dallas.
near Philly types.
Wait, did we put anybody in Chicago? I don't think we did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we put
Sen.
Sen. We put Sen, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
They just scream Chicago.
But
Sen's either
what if
Chicago or Philly.
what if we put Sen in Boston and TL in Chicago?
Yeah.
Because Sentinels fans kind of scream masshole to me.
Yeah. Can we put Sen somewhere in like Pennsylvania or Ohio?
No, they're not. I'm sorry, they're too new. I mean, you could maybe do Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh is becoming very tech bro culture. So maybe
Okay.
you can make the argument of that, but like, I I don't know. I just don't fully see it. Give Philly a team. I could see Sentinels. I think makes sense for Philly.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
what I
that
was
that feels the
saying,
most
Philly.
appropriate.
But then who goes to Chicago? TL?
Probably TL. I mean, that's fine. TL's got money.
TL's a Chicago team.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you can't. The reason we're putting Lion in America is because travel. That's it.
Yeah.
League travel sucks for some reason, so we're trying to make it easier.
I'm gonna put this on a map and tweet it out tomorrow. I'm gonna put the United States. I'm gonna put each team in a city and see how it goes from there.
We always get to this point in off season because Riot doesn't want to do this, but they should.
Well, we really want them to, so bad.
Yeah, and this is how League should be.
Dig is yeah. We put Dig in Newark. To be very like we kept Dig is the only
Yeah.
team that we like. Okay, Dig and FlyQuest
shunned
are the
Dig.
only two that like we kept 100% true to their like branding and
Yeah.
where they're at because it actually fits.
And man, Sen and Philly, I just feel like there's somewhere they could be. Where does Sen really fit?
Well, you want to put them in like Charlotte?
I hate to say this, but their colors scream Portland to me. Because of the Trailblazers. They'd go so hard in Trailblazers Arena, bro.
We also didn't hit the Pacific Northwest at all. But honestly, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
there we
fine.
go.
Here's the thing: I'm fine with giving one team to the West Coast and only one. Well, no, we got two because we have Lion in San Diego. They don't need three.
Oh yeah.
If we had, put it
Well,
this way,
Lion's not really in San Diego. We'd put them in like a southern Texas town.
Albuquerque, New Mexico, San Jose.
No, dude, Lion is El Paso.
Oh God,
That's
not.
bro. That's as close as you're getting. Personal experience. I can say it's pretty easy to get a crossover there. Personal experience. A lot of opportunity for a lot of fans to get moving back and forth there.
Okay, I'm fine with that. So El Paso, Texas has Lion.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me write these down before I forget because I need to. I'm going to make this picture tomorrow, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious. All right, so we have TL. We're putting in Chicago.
Don't
FlyQuest.
worry, I'm about to trigger the South people. The South does have a team. We gave Florida or FlyQuest.
Yeah, we
What
did.
do you mean?
We gave the entire state FlyQuest. Like, what we cannot do any more than that.
Fine, you want the South to have a team so bad? Tallahassee FlyQuest. That's what you're getting.
They get Gainesville. Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much Georgia. Really piss people off. Lion in Arizona actually would make a lot more sense, but
So-
El Paso's funnier.
Sen, are we officially putting in Philly?
Yeah, I think Philly is probably the best.
All right, who else am I missing? TL, FlyQuest, C9, Dignitas, Sentinels, DSG. Shopify Rebellion is Toronto / Canada. And then there's one other team that I'm forgetting that I know we said that's not clicking right now. Why?
Then Philly, Dig, Newark,
Yep, got them.
TL, New York City.
TL
Or no,
Chicago.
TL, Chicago. C9, New York City.
Yep.
DSG is LA.
Yep.
Who was the other? FlyQuest, Florida.
Yep. We're
Is
missing
there?
one.
How many teams do we have?
I got 7 right now. I'm missing one.
Lion.
Oh, Lion. Yes. Lion in El Paso.
We still don't. Have we really picked one? Should we pick something better than El Paso?
I think El Paso's fine. Just get them all of Texas, period.
Do we just chuck them in a big Mexican city, and let it go?
Like to say Mexico City and just call it what it is. And just give them the
Yeah.
entirety of Mexico.
Yeah. And we'll just say travel. We'll make travel work.
Yeah. We'll negotiate a peace deal.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. It'll be okay.
Okay. So I feel pretty good with this map for the most part. I'll make it tomorrow and find. I don't know how people do like those custom maps, but I'll find a way to do it. And I think
yeah. You already put Shopify in Canada, right?
Yeah, they have all of Canada.
Okay.
They get all of Canada. DSG gets pretty much LA and I mean, DSG just gets the entire fucking West Coast, pretty much.
Yeah. I think that's fine. I mean, they're gonna need it.
Yeah.
People think that's not the South. I love that, bro. That's why it's so funny to call the South. Gets people riled up.
I love that there's still so much of the US that we didn't touch at all.
You can't. There's 8 teams. We'd have to expand. The problem is if we expand, you instantly have to hit TSM LA and move DSG. Like, there's just no choice.
Yeah, no, I agree.
From a brand perspective, that brand would go very hard. Would Riot ever do it? No.
No. I mean, the other major
think
cities that we left
nostalgia
off,
be a lot.
like we left off the good old Immortals Great Lakes, Detroit, Minnesota,
Oh.
Wisconsin. Oh,
My bad.
but that's fine. I don't think we need a Detroit team right now.
Hmm.
I don't. I think there's more. We have 3 countries that we're working with here. Okay, we got to pick and choose our battles wisely.
Yep.
But all right.
Oh,
Oh, what?
also, this is the final thing.
Okay.
Did you listen to the Joe Burrow press conference today?
No, I did listen to Joe Rogan and not the full podcast before people think that I listened to Joe Rogan, but Jelly Roll got inducted into uh,
Oh,
the what's it called in fucking Tennessee? Why am I forgetting the name of it? Not the
Country
Rock.
Music Hall of Fame or something?
Yeah, but what is it? The Grand Old Opry.
Oh,
So I watched him break down in tears, and it was really really wholesome. So that's what I saw
nice.
today. But no, I did not see anything else.
He pretty much started getting up there and going like, oh, after getting hurt this month much, you got to make football fun, you know? You got to go out there and just have fun when you're always in rehab. I was listening to him and I was like, it's okay, Cincinnati. You're about to be in the same position we've been in for a while now. I was like, you can say goodbye to your pretty boy.
He
I
is
was
he is
like,
gone.
he's so done with football, bro.
Done with football?
Even if he keeps playing, I think, well, he's not going to leave Cincy.
You don't think?
He'll either quit playing or he'll just be done. He ain't gonna. It doesn't matter where he goes or how good that O line is. He likes to hold the ball for his wide receivers to develop the play. It was the same problem Andrew Luck had because everybody. This always pissed people off when I said this, but Andrew Luck had the same O line that Peyton Manning had. It's just Peyton Manning could get the ball out on time
I was gonna
and
say
didn't run.
Peyton Manning got rid of the ball so fucking fast.
Yeah. And the one time he didn't, he got really hurt, and then he just started getting rid of it again.
Yep.
But new age QBs can't do that, so they get hurt a lot. And Burrow's in that position. They could spend their next 6 picks on O linemen, and I promise you that O line's not holding long
I mean,
enough.
it still could get better, to be very clear.
No,
But
it can't. Yeah, yeah,
you see, JJ was in the top 4 QB rating this past weekend.
yes, yes. Do you believe in him at all? How
I
do you
need,
feel
I
on him?
need,
Like
I
you
need
just
to
gotta
see
let
two
him
more
play out.
weeks. I need to see 2 more
That's
weeks.
fair.
He's
I
been
feel you
so.
gotta give him another year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You want to, and I also think like, I don't think we're gonna get a good draft pick this year, nor is there a good quarterback to be taken this year in the draft. So I'm perfectly fine with waiting until next year and seeing what happens.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's a good way of looking at it. I don't think you cut ties with him that quick.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think he'll really work out in my mind, but you never know. I mean, it's a QB. You don't just want to
I
chuck him out.
It's not that I don't think he'll work on the field. I think he could develop if he could stay healthy, but he's not going to.
Yeah.
I just think he's going to be too injury prone. Like that's my worry about this. And now, I mean, what I don't want to be is I don't want to end up in your situation where we have, 52-year-old CTE Phil Brett Favre coming back to play for us. Maybe we'll actually be the ones to bring Colin Kaepernick out of retirement.
It can always get worse
We can always
until you're a
have
Colts
Philip
fan.
Rivers.
And then it can't get worse because you're at the bottom. Today I was arguing with people about this at work, and this guy kept saying, I told him the reason that Anthony Richardson can never work in Indianapolis is because of the culture of this city's football team. And he said, what does that even mean? And I said, we're not a losing culture. And our team isn't a losing culture yet. And he was like, what do you mean? We got the third pick when we picked Anthony Richardson and we weren't going to the playoffs a bunch. And I was like, yeah, but we were cycling through like old QB after old QB, right?
Yep.
Always on the verge of getting to the big game or to getting to the playoffs. Not the big game, my bad. Just to playoffs, or we were in playoffs. Like with Philip Rivers, we made it. With Carson Wentz, we were 1 game away. With Gardner Minshew, we're 1 game away, right? Like that's the way it was. You can't take a guy who's a project, and everybody keeps comparing him to Josh Allen. The issue is he can't be a Josh Allen because Josh Allen needed those 2 years of sucking at football to essentially become what he is,
Yep.
and Bills fans had no hope. Their team sucked forever. They were 20 years of losing in. They would sit there and watch a crappy play forever if he was a gunslinger and he had fun, because they just wanted to have fun at that point.
Yep.
Colts fans cannot possibly sit there and watch Anthony Richardson throw it for like just ever sucking, right, and gunsling, but us lose games and be chill. We just cannot chill out and do that. It's just not the culture we have. So it doesn't work. Like Browns fans, right? They can sit there and watch Shadur Sanders and they can watch him drop like 10 points in a game, but think he's great
Yeah.
because they don't know what a good QB is and they haven't had one in so long that they're just cool with that. But Colts fans, for some reason, like we have not been able to like accept the fact we haven't had a good QB in forever and then just sit there and watch a guy have fun. And some orgs can't break that. Like it's just how it is.
The same thing
And
with
we're
the
one of those
Steelers.
orgs.
I would put the Steelers in there with you guys, like perpetually 8-8, but like nobody's ever happy. Like
Yeah.
I don't know a Pittsburgh fan over the last 7 years that has been
Yeah.
like since Ben retired. I don't know a single Steelers fan that's like happy
Yep.
with where things are at. And Tomlin
Yeah.
also is hurting them as well by the fact, like, not his fault. He's a coach. He wants to win. And to his
Yep.
credit, he's winning enough to keep his job and also like make sure that people know that his teams aren't ass. But like,
Yep.
Colin, you might be the only happy Steelers fan that I've met in the last like 6 years. Because I can promise you, everybody else that I talk to whenever I go back home or my parents like go to games, it's not pretty. It's not pretty at
And
all.
the big thing too is you have to, with football, right? You have to sit there and sit through the crappy stuff. I just think there are certain organizations where they can't do it, and they also won't take a QB in the second round or the third round or the fourth round because they mathematically assume that Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson was picked at the end of the first, Jalen Hurts in the second, Brock Purdy, sixth, whatever.
When was Drake May picked?
Jordan Love who's picked towards the end. Drake May was way too early. He was like fifth or third
Okay.
pick. But Jordan Love's picked at like pick 23 or something. Like you can trade to those pretty easy, right? Get one of those picks. Guys just don't like doing that. They don't like taking picks that late. They wouldn't rather take an older guy. You see it in the NBA all the time. Teams won't take an older IQ guy. Football teams especially won't take an older QB who just has good IQ and move on with it. Like for whatever reason they refuse. And it can totally work, but they just won't do it. And I think it's just gonna kill them. The guy was arguing with me though really hard that like Anthony Richardson is just a Josh Allen type and that he had the intangibles. And I was like, no, intangibles are way different than what you're just saying.
Yeah.
You're saying raw athlete. There's a part of intangibles that's supposed to be you're good at your position.
Yeah.
And Anthony Richardson isn't good at his position. He's a good athlete. He doesn't have intangibles to be a QB.
Yep. Agreed.
Those are way different. But
Intangibles help you
then
win. Like when we're
yes,
talking about intangibles, it is things that shouldn't go into making somebody a winning quarterback, but they do.
mhm,
Like that's the way I would
yep,
describe it. Because like otherwise, like you could be a great statistical QB, as you said, you could be an athletic QB where it visually looks great despite the stats not being fantastic. But the difference
yep,
between a stat QB and a stat QB that wins realistically is the intangibles.
yeah. And that is my big thing. Is like I just don't. I wasn't buying it. I wasn't buying that they were okay with it. I wasn't buying that he also was saying that, Anthony Richardson is close to Josh Allen. And when I said no, Anthony Richardson had a 50% completion percentage, Josh Allen was sitting at like 56 his worst year.
Yeah.
And Richardson sitting at 50. He said that's not a big difference.
That is a massive difference.
And I was like, that's huge in football, bro. And then Josh Allen worked his way up to 64. Anthony Richardson has worked his way to 54-ish, 55 at his best season.
Yep.
That's awful. Awful. Those are just tiny issues you can't fix. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he can develop. Don't get me wrong, he's young, but I I think drafting 20-year-olds at this point is like just a joke unless they're a gimme and it's not QB.
So let me ask you this to wrap this on one little neat bow to close out the podcast because we went for an hour and 55 minutes, which is
Yeah,
fantastic. Who's the Anthony Richardson of the LCS?
you were just of the LCS. Interesting. Hmm. The Anthony Richardson of the LCS.
Athletic, lacks the intangibles.
Hmm. Thank God. He's just not in right now. Who else?
Khan said XU, but I don't think I don't get the perception that XU had the hands.
Uh, Man, I'd have to look at like a full roster list. Let
I
me go
feel
sheep real quick. I want to look at the sheep thing.
I got one for you.
Wait. Uh,
I mean, he's won, so I don't know if that's it. I was gonna say FBI, but he's won too much to the point where I can't say that he doesn't have the intangibles.
he's not really an Anthony Richardson anymore.
You know who might be,
Who?
depending on how this next year goes? Masu.
He won though at a point, and he was really good at one point.
Yeah, yeah.
You know who has? Can I say who's most likely?
Who?
In my mind, Cryogen.
We haven't even seen him play.
Yeah, so I said most likely.
Interesting choice.
I mean, the thing
Oh,
about
I mean,
say Isles,
he's not in the league
but
right.
Isles.
Ooh, Isles is actually a good one.
The only problem with Isles is has any. No, he was on Cloud9, so he's been believed in before by a legitimate team. Maybe it's Isles.
Could be
And
Isles.
is this his moment to fix it? Is this his second? Like this is like Anthony Richardson being sent to, Kevin O'Connell to be fixed.
Yeah,
And if it doesn't work here, it ain't working anywhere type of thing.
could. I like legitimately, yeah. The only other person, I mean, Colin brought it up. He's not in the league, so I can't count it. Would be Sniper.
Yeah,
Sniper feels like a very Anthony Richardson to the
Sniper
T,
would be.
but he's not
Yeah,
in the league, so I can't count it.
yeah. You know who really is Anthony Richardson is Photon. I heard so much about that dude, but you ain't going nowhere on Dig, buddy.
That might actually be it. Photon might be the guy.
It's gotta. I want to say Photon, but it's gotta be Isles, right? Like, Isles is the dude that this is really where you prove it. If you can't do it here, you ain't doing it, type of thing.
Yeah, hyped up by quite a few people in the space as time has gone on.
Yeah.
Hopefully pulls it together, but if he doesn't, that yeah, I'd say Isles might be the perfect
And the
Anthony
fans of
Richardson.
Isles team, Perma, have to sit there like I do with Anthony Richardson. You have to sit there all the time and be told how if he went somewhere else, he'd probably be fine. And you're like, brother, take him. Prove to me you're right. You know what? You can have him. And then when he sucks there, they go, well, I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Last one I got for you in a minute, and the second we'll cut this off. Who's the Josh Allen of the LCS? Because I got the perfect answer. I mean,
Josh Allen?
since it can't be the current, like it has to be a current player, like upcoming this season, and he can't be included in this. River would have been perfect.
Yeah.
River would have been like River is Josh Allen to a T. Who is it now?
It can't be Black. Does it have to be somebody who hasn't won?
I would think so, yeah. I don't think it can be somebody that's won.
It can be somebody who's won.
Describe Josh Allen for non-sports ball knowers, please. Josh Allen is the arguably most talented quarterback in the league besides Patrick Mahomes. Puts up insane regular season stats, is like an MVP of the NFL Football League, is just an insane player. But for whatever reason, when he faces up against the Chiefs in the playoffs, right before he can get to the Super Bowl, he can't get there. Has never been to a Super Bowl day in his life, despite being arguably, right now, I would say the best quarterback in the NFL. Besides maybe Joe Burrow when he's healthy.
Yeah. I would. The Josh Allen.
Chat's got the perfect answer.
Who?
Quid.
Oh, because Quid hasn't won, has he?
Nope. Shits the bed at times when it matters most.
Yeah, it's Quid. Yeah, that's Quid.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it any better. Any final remarks?
Quid.
Yep.
No. What is Thanatos then? Thanatos also could be Josh Allen. Super hyped player, just can't win.
Thanatos is Wemby.
Wemby? He ain't no Wemby, bro. Wemby's generational if he just doesn't get hurt.
Thanatos is generational if Cloud9 doesn't choke. I don't know.
Thanatos has never once made me go, this man's gonna change the game. I never sit there when I'm watching Thanatos and go, we gotta deal with this for like 10 years, bro. I sit there and watch Thanatos and go, extend that man. Extend him again. Every time it's playoffs, bro, he's disappeared.
In that case,
gone.
It's got to be APA. No, APA is you can't compare league to league. Fuck. I would have compared him to Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins isn't in the league anymore.
He still is.
No, he's not. I thought he was benched.
For the Falcons.
I thought he was benched. I thought Penix was starting.
I mean, he's benched, but he's still with the Falcons. He's
True.
in the league. He gets paid $30 million to sit on that bench, bro. That's real money.
True. I don't know. We could go on for these for an hour. One of these episodes, we're gonna say fuck everybody and just do a full sports to LCS comparison, and just let it fly for 2 straight hours.
I think that wouldn't be bad.
I think that'd be fun.
I think that'd be really fun.
For that one, I would love to try and find somebody that's involved with like the LCS. Like a Nero would be kind of like, I don't know if a Nero knows ball like that. Maybe Raz. Raz might be like the perfect guest. Be like, look, we're gonna go through and we're just throwing every sports example in the world out there. You need to know basketball and NFL football. That's our 2 caveats. If you know those, you can come on. We're just making every comparison league-wise for between the 2.
That'd be crazy. So we do a call-in show, but people have to tell us their comparison. That's the only way you get to call in. It's
Cubby.
Just cursed hotline league.
Cubby would be a great guest for that. Cubby knows ball.
That would be nice.
Cubby knows ball. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
And then we bring up instead of doing LCS teams in cities, we do LCS teams as college programs.
Yep.
All right, chat, that's going to be it. We're going to dip out. We'll catch you next week for will next week be the final podcast of 2020? No. Okay, we'll move the December 31st one to like December 30th. if you're able to do a Tuesday, so we don't have to do New Year's Eve podcast. That sounds awful.
Yeah, I can do Tuesday.
Perfect. So we'll do December 30th. All right, so there's
Sweet.
2 more podcasts left in the month of December. But don't worry, you'll still get videos from me every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on YouTube, and 2 short form pieces every single day, which I can promise you by the time LCS starts will still be more than your favorite org put out during that time. I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.
Audio.